March 15th, 2025. Saturday, March 15th, 2025. And yesterday, on Friday, March 14th, 2025, a man by the name of Playboy Cardi finally dropped. If you don't know who he is, he's a rapper who has become a meme in the community for taking literally forever to release his new album that was literally just called Music. And guess what? It also happened to be some of the worst music I've heard all year. The album was trash. But in the spirit of finally dropping long-awaited releases, long-awaited sequels, I'm here today to record Outside ASMR Part 2 almost an entire year after Part 1 released. I have with me some triggers. So let's just get straight into the video. Oh, I'd like to point out, this sequel, hopefully, is not going to be trash like Playboy Cardi's new album was. There's a guy who absolutely glazes him in my school, which, by the way, glaze, it's like a, if you don't know what it means, it's like a new slang term that means essentially to like act like something is better than it is. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it because really, as far as I know, there is no one word to describe glazing. So it's actually a necessary slang word. Some slang words are just brain rot and they're just stupid, but others like glaze are actually nice. Good. Is somebody stealing a car? Anyway, yeah. Some are necessary words. Like glaze. I think glaze is a good word. It's a cool word. So yeah, there's this kid who glazes Playboy Cardi in my school. And on Monday I'm gonna have to go back to school after spring break. In 2 days, and it's gonna be horrible because he's gonna act like it wasn't trash, which it was. A small child just rode past on a wagon and was staring at me the entire time. So anyway, yeah, we're making the sequel to Outside ASMR finally. I've been promising this for so long, and as such, the video is going to be at least 20 minutes long. This is Prime. This is Prime. Prime was very popular in like 2021 or 2022. No cap, am I right? No cap, am I right? No cap, am I right? Nice. So yeah, it's not really popular anymore, but they still make new flavors occasionally. And this is a newer flavor that came out within, I think, the last 1 or 2 years. It's really good. But you know what's scary? 2022 was 3 years ago. And 2023 was now 2 years ago. That is actually crazy. Time. Time has just been flying by. It gets faster, it keeps getting faster. I love this flavor. I love this flavor. Should we move on to the second trigger? Let's look at this. Let's take a look at this. Ralph Lauren. Cologne. But it's actually not Cologne. It is Cologne, but it's not Cologne. Because I know, colloquially, I guess you could say colloquially, and like vernacular, if you will, Cologne is like a fragrance for men, a boy's fragrance, if you will. Perfume is more for girls. Perfume is considered to be a girly, like a girl, you know what I mean? But I actually recently learned that the difference between cologne and perfume is actually the concentration of the fragrance. If you look, the ingredients, the top two ingredients are just alcohol and water. And so the rest of the ingredients behind that is the actual fragrance. And cologne has the least concentration, so it's mostly alcohol and water. Perfume has the most concentration of the fragrance, so essentially perfumes are just stronger than colognes, but typically if something's called a perfume, it has more of a girly scent than a cologne that's intended for a boy. So yeah, it kind of has two meanings. And so, where was I going with this tangent? This isn't actually cologne, it's eau de toilette. The fragrance I have here is eau de toilette. Eau de toilette. Eau de toilette. Speaking of eau de toilette, I was in Taco Bell this one time. I ordered nachos and 2 tacos. And I went to go urinate in the toilet. And you will never guess what I saw. It was a crime scene. It was a massacre. It was a nuclear bomb. Moral of the story: just got jump scared by a goose. I'm gonna assume it was a goose. If it wasn't, I'm not stupid. I just don't know birds. So yeah, Ralph Lauren, Big Polo 1. Eau de toilette, eau de toilette, eau de toilette. How about we open it for the video? It says the Big Pony Collection on it. This is the lid. This is the lid. And as you can see, there's a big pony on the front. A big pony. Like how it says Big Pony Collection, because that's what it is. It's like the polo. It's the polo. It's the guy with the stick riding on the pony. So it's a big pony. A big pony. Then on the back, it just says one. Apparently, there are 4 different types of this, and I think one of them was discontinued. One or more of them was discontinued. And I saw somebody on Reddit going like, where do I get colognes that smell similar to number 4 of Big Pony by Ralph Lauren? Because they got discontinued. And I was like, oh, I think it was number 4, by the way. Okay. I need to remind myself. There are 3 points in which I need to edit out the video. At one point, my dad returned home from a walk with my dog, who began barking when he entered the house. I think he thinks of this place, of this backyard, as his territory. I encroached on the boy's territory, and so yeah, he had to bark. And then in the second one, my brother, for the last 5 minutes of this video, had been slowly opening the door. Very, very gradually opening the door. I didn't even notice him until he had opened the door and he was looking out. And then I shook my head lightly. That part's gonna get left in. Shook my head lightly, and he was like. So eventually, he was halfway out. He was stepping out, starting to make noise, and I said, "Go." Literally, loudly, I said, "Go. Go." In my real voice, but it was a lot louder than that. But it wasn't a yell. I'm a good brother, okay? I was like, "Go." But not in a bad way, not in a yelling way. So yeah, he did actually go. So yeah. Those were the 3 parts that we needed to edit out, or that I needed to edit out. So let's get on with the video. I like the smell of this. Yeah, I really do. I don't know why, but ASMR is seriously more fun to make outside. Look how long are we into the video? It appears to be pretty far into the video. I'm having fun. If I was in my room doing ASMR, I would be sick of it by now. But for some reason, I just don't want this to end. But it's gonna have to end soon, because we have to leave. limit this video to like 25 minutes. Moisten needle, moisten, how do you, moisten needle, inflate 8 psi, which is pounds per square inch, right? And then I was about to ask, in Britain, in like Europe and Britain and stuff where they use the metric system, I was like, do you guys say kilograms per square inch? That would be KSI, which ends up leading us back to prime. But I was like, wait, if it was the metric system, they wouldn't be using inches, so it would be like kilograms per centimeter squared. I don't know. I was sick of the basketball. Let's move on to this really cool Xbox controller. It's the Xbox Series X and S Elite controller. Here are all the features that it has. Detachable joysticks. It's like this so that the height of the stick can be adjusted. There's other joysticks that come with the controller that are like this tall. I don't know what it's for, but you can adjust the height of the joystick off of the rest of the controller. Obviously, these two buttons, it's like the options buttons. It's kind of like plus and minus on the Nintendo, or those other two buttons on the PlayStation. I don't know what these are called. 2 boxes and 3 lines buttons. Yeah. Then this button, which is, as far as I know, it's specific to this controller. I don't know what it does though. Next, a D-pad with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different compartments. See how you can, like, it's like a clock. It's like you see a bunch of different ones, so you cannot, it's not just the 4, it's like intervals as well. That's kind of cool. But then when you remove it, it's just the typical D-pad. So yeah. Obviously, X, A, B, and Y buttons. And then bumpers and triggers. There's these little tabs on the side. If I click them all the way down, see how the joystick doesn't push down as far anymore. So yeah, it just makes the triggers more sensitive to being clicked. And then lastly, on the back, these 4 buttons, or these 4 like new triggers kind of, that can be mapped to specific buttons. If you wanted to do Fortnite, you can do, just breathe heavily into the mic. If you wanted to do a Fortnite, an optimal setup for Fortnite, you could do the 4 buttons, these 4 mapped to here, so that you can build really fast. For Call of Duty, maybe you can make something where you can slide and jump really fast without having to like move your fingers all around. Just keep them back here. So yeah. That's all the features of my controller. Lastly, a simple wallet. I've spent so much money buying clothes and hats. Like that one. I just aggressively tapped on my headphones. I hope that wasn't too loud. Yeah, hats like this. Buying clothes has left me with not very much money left in my wallet. Stupid bug. I wanted to make that last segment kind of quick because I have to leave very soon. I just heard a scream, like a faint scream. Let's just finish the prime. It's empty. A few stray drops was all that came out. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. And good night. I will see you in the next video.